Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Nate here, and I'm bringing you some Destiny gameplay, and this is just one of the strikes that's in Destiny. It's not, I don't think it's new to the Taken King. I'm not exactly a Destiny expert or anything. So what this is going to be is pretty much just like an explanation of all the stuff that's kind of changed, and whether you should get Destiny the Taken King edition, because in my opinion, Destiny by itself, just like many others said, was pretty lackluster. There wasn't a whole bunch of content, but it seems like they're giving a whole bunch of stuff in the form of DLC, which is pretty unfortunate. You know, it's unfortunate they couldn't just have a whole bunch of stuff in the original game. I mean, this was one of the most hyped games of recent memory besides like GTA 5 and Titanfall and stuff like that. But yeah, so Destiny the Taken King offers a lot more stuff. They offer a new subclass for each character between the Titan, the Hunter, and the Warlock. And right now, I believe, yeah, I'm using the Electric Warlock, which is pretty sweet. He has this little grenade that'll call in this lightning storm, and it'll just rain down thunder and just destroy all these enemies. And that gun right there is called the Invective Shotgun, and it's an exotic shotgun, and I don't think it's very hard to get because of the 3 of coins, but we'll go over that later. But the Invective Shotgun, the thing about this is that it's pretty high damage. It's not the best shotgun I've ever used in the world, but it's pretty good. The good things about it is that it has really high fire rate. You don't have to wait for the little guy to pump the shotgun or anything like a normal shotgun. You could just go boom, 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 but it only has 4 shots, and the best thing about it is that it'll regenerate regenerate ammunition every so often, which is really nice, so you don't have to worry about running out of ammo. You can see I have 10 more rounds in my little back pocket with 4 rounds in the magazine, and then you should be able to see in a couple seconds, I should be able to, well, I'm pulling up my, I don't know what I'm doing. This is recorded from yesterday. You can see right there I'm using the Invective. I'm showing you the stuff right there, and I'm probably going to go over the perks. I forgot what I was doing, so this is kind of awkward. But yeah, so the Taken King, it offers a whole new story mode, DLC, pretty much what you'd typically expect, but it's one of the biggest updates. There's a huge update in general to Destiny, the way that like the leveling works and stuff like that, and they try to fix the randomness to it, because before it was like, you know, you kind of just your level is basically as good as the gear that you randomly get, and a lot of people didn't like that. They thought it wasn't fair that their friends would be like higher than them in level just because they got random loot drops that they didn't get, and they kind of fixed that to a point. Basically, the way it works is that you have a level 1 through 40. See right there on level 40, and you can see my light was 296. It was on the right-hand side, and then the Tread Upon Stars is the scout rifle that I'm using, which I really like because it has the high caliber rounds, which keeps on staggering enemies so they stop shooting at you every so often. Anyway, back to the light level. So once you reach level 40, you don't level up anymore. You just work on your light level, which is pretty much the average of the light level of your guns and your armor. Right there you can see I have 298 attack. So each one of your weapons and armor and gear and all that stuff has a number, and I'll take the average of all that, and that's what your light level is. Once you get to about 280, 290, you could get there relatively fast just from random drops, no big deal. And after that, I feel like it's back to the grind, back to the random number generator game that this is. And you kind of have to get lucky, and it's really unfortunate because I pretty much play this game as much as any other one of my friends, but I'm kind of getting pooped on in the luck category. We were trying to play the raid and get some of the better gear that's in the game, and my friends were getting all these good things like a 300 plus ghost, and my ghost is still at 285. And the only stuff I got from like 3 secret chests were these moldering shards, which aren't anything that you actually carry with you, so it's kind of random. And I've been kind of getting pooped on with that, so I feel like up to a point they've fixed the leveling system to be more fair, but it still definitely needs work. There's a lot of things in this game that need work. I think it's pretty repetitive. The way to get gear is you pretty much kill the same bosses over and over and over again and hope for the best, and that seems to be the best strategy. So other than that, though, let me tell you guys, this is a really fun and addicting game. But there's no real point to it. The story mode, I know one of my friends really is into the story mode, but I don't get it. I don't really care about any of the characters or who lives or dies or anything like that. I just care about leveling up my character, which is what most people do. They just try to do all the daily quests that appear, and this game will keep you pretty busy until you decide to randomly give up on it, whenever that is, depending on if you get max light, which I believe is 310 as of right now, or you just get bored, because there are a lot of quests, but you kind of end up doing the same ones over and over again. You know, the raid, you know, it's fun to start out with, I guess, if you're into the raid type of games. I don't know. It's kind of like this weird thing. It's not like a normal just shoot everything you see. It's kind of like go into the certain area and do this certain thing a certain amount of seconds with the certain people, and it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's not like a normal Call of Duty game, because I know most of you are Call of Duty fans, and I'm trying to explain it to you in like Call of Duty terms. But yeah, you can see right here, I got to the last room of this little boss fight, and these bosses, they're not that tough because it's not the heroic strike. It's not the hardest strike there is, because the hardest difficulty doesn't give you better loot, which is kind of stupid. So there's no point of challenging yourself in this game unless you're just bored and want a challenge. So we're just doing it on the normal mode, where you just, in this one, there's 3 guys. They're called, I think, Scion Flayers. And they're really, really easy. All you have to do is get your 2 teammates, and you just have to stand right next to them and blast them with your special and your rockets and your shotgun. And you see we put them down pretty fast. I'm not sure if I die or anything. And if I remember correctly, I think I just get 2 blues from these guys, 2 blue engrams, which is like pretty much the worst you can get at my level. The drops, I think they're pretty good. The 3 of coins, which is what I was showing you right there, is what you could buy from Xur. And what it does is every time you kill a big boss like one of these guys, it raises the percentage chance you'll get on getting an exotic, which is supposedly the best weapons in the game. And you'll either get an exotic, or if you don't get it, then it'll raise your percentage, and it'll keep on stacking until you finally do get an exotic. So exotics aren't as rare as they used to be, and that's one of those guys down. I think my teammates kill one, and I might assist on the other. I don't really remember. But yeah, I feel like exotics really aren't special anymore because everyone has them. I know they're really hard to play back when I played. I played on the PS4 when the game first came out, and I didn't like it. It was really repetitive, really boring. And this one has more content, and then it's repetitive and boring. So that's pretty much my honest opinion on the Taken King. And I get this Ghost Shell, and I think it's going to be higher. But no! 1 point lower. See, this game keeps on pooping on me. No big deal, guys. I'll get to... right now I'm almost at 297. I've been stuck around these 1 or 2 light levels for about a week. It's pretty frustrating. And the only way to, freshen up the game is pretty much to start a new character and start from the beginning. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. And you can see right there, the 3 of coins, that's what I'm hovering over. It's supposed to go away as soon as you use it, but sometimes it glitches out and it doesn't count. I don't know. This game has a lot of bugs with it still. Pretty disappointing there, Bungie, Activision. But yeah, pretty much if you've not played Destiny before, I think it's worth it. But if you have played it before and you're just wondering, I mean, obviously there's been a million videos out there and you probably decided whether you're going to get it or not. But yeah, I don't think it's worth it if you've played Destiny. I think Bungie and Activision have pooped on you already with the non-content that they have, and I don't think you owe them any more money. But if you haven't played Destiny before, this is really fun because you have the story mode and you have 3 DLCs, and it's a blast if you have friends. Playing solo, not so fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much rambling at this point, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.